Hello guys, good morning, how are you? Hope just fine. So, today we need to do the correction, okay, of the exercise that I sent to you on the book, okay? So, I'd like you to open page, let me see here. Open page. Because we were doing this, okay? So, this exercise 4, okay? Because the exercise 4 I did with you, okay? So, I think that we were with no doubt. But the exercise 5, I remember that I asked you that we have to do the phrases, okay? So, I made some examples, okay? Because if you have doubts, okay, you can make a comparison, okay, here. So I made 4 phrases. Of course, that these phrases don't need to be the same, okay? These phrases I made by myself, okay, but they can be different, okay, guys? Don't worry. If you do the phrases different with different adjectives, don't worry, okay? The only warning advice that I give you is that, okay, pay attention, because if you have a short adjective, you need to put er, okay? So you have to look here, the grammar feed. So if you have a short adjective, you have to put er after them. So if you have a long adjective, you have to put more the adjective and after them. So keep in mind, bear in mind this, okay? So look the grammar feed. Don't forget about it, okay? So let's take a look at the phrases that I wrote, okay? So look, the first phrase, São Paulo is hotter than New York. So São Paulo is hotter than New York, okay? Hotter, because it's hotter, okay? It's a short adjective, so I put er. Look here, er, okay? And after than. So you can't forget this, okay? So the second phrase, New York is more modern than Rio de Janeiro. Modern is a long adjective, okay? More than 2 syllables. So you have to put more, okay? So is more modern than Rio de Janeiro, okay? So 3, Rio de Janeiro is more dangerous than Sydney. More dangerous. Dangerous, of course, long adjective. Okay? So 4, São Paulo is more polluted than Sydney. More polluted, of course, long adjective, than Sydney. I think it's easy, especially because we learned this subject last year. So if you have any doubts, please contact me, okay? Send me messages on WhatsApp. I'm here at WhatsApp, by email. Don't worry about it, okay? I'm gonna, I don't know, I'm not sure about it, but I'm trying to make a live, okay, at YouTube, but I'm not sure about it. So after I'm gonna see it and I can suggest to you something about it. So after that I can say you, okay? But I'm thinking about, okay, to make a live every Tuesday, because on Tuesday I don't have classes, okay, at Farias. So I think it's a the best day, okay, on Tuesday. So I'm thinking about, okay, or alive with each class, for example, from 8 o'clock through 8:30, I don't know, perhaps live, but I'm thinking about it, okay? So guys, okay with this exercise, after that we can go to the next page, okay? So the next page here, we have the DC skills. We have a reading, okay? I'm gonna, I put only a part of the page, okay? But I'm gonna change it here, just to see. And I think that it's... So here we can see, what are some of the problems in your city or neighborhood, can be. So check the sentences that are true for you. So let's imagine it, we are talking about Guarulhos, okay? Because we live in Guarulhos. I think that most of us live in Guarulhos, okay? So let's think about Guarulhos. Thinking about Guarulhos, we must think about problems that our city, okay, have. So for example, Guarulhos. Here we have, there is polluted. So if in Guarulhos there is polluted, we have to check, okay? Put an X here. The air is polluted, so put an X here. So yes, the air is polluted, okay? Because Guarulhos is a big city, okay? It's like São Paulo. The air is polluted, okay? So it is kind of dangerous. So if you think this city, this Guarulhos is kind of dangerous, so yes, teacher, my city is kind of dangerous, or my neighborhood is kind of dangerous. Teacher, I don't remember what's the meaning of neighborhood. Let's suppose I live in Jardim Madeirense. This is my neighborhood, you know? For example, I have a friend of mine that lives in Gopouva, because Farias Guarulhos is in Gopouva, okay? So Gopouva is another neighborhood. So these are neighborhoods, you know? Jardim Madeirense is not dangerous, but perhaps there are other neighborhoods that can be dangerous. So if your neighborhood is dangerous, you can here and put, yes, my neighborhood is kind of dangerous, okay? It is boring. Do you know boring? Upset. You know boring. For example, quarantine is boring. We are in quarantine. It's boring to stay at home. We can't go out. We can't hang out with our friends. So it's kind of boring. You know, stay at home, doing nothing. Classes, video classes. Can't go out, can't go to school, can't go to the movies, can't go to the shopping mall. So it's kind of boring. So Guarulhos is boring. What do you think of? So if Guarulhos is boring, you have to put an X here, okay? The streets are dirty. What's the meaning of dirty? I'm gonna show you what's the meaning of dirty, you know? This kind of dirty. Oh guys, come on. My cell phone is not dirty. Images. For example, nowadays, okay, with these virus, okay, we have to clean our hands, okay? So these hands are dirty. These hands are dirty, okay? These hands are really dirty. Okay? What else? Let me see. Streets dirty. Look. These streets are dirty. Can you see it? These streets are dirty, really dirty. We need to clean it. So nowadays we have to clean our hands every time, okay? To wash, okay? So the streets are dirty. What do you think of? So if you think the streets are dirty, so you have to put an X here. It is expensive, pricey. Remember expensive, okay? You spend so much expensive. So it's expensive or not expensive? What do you think of? It's expensive. You have to expensive so much to spend so much money. For example, cell phone. Cell phone is very expensive. Yes. So it's an expensive city. Yes or not? Okay. What do you think of? So you have to think about and check it. Okay. So if the air is polluted, if it's kind of dangerous, it's boring, the streets are dirty, if it's expensive, what do you think of? Okay, guys? So you have to think about it and check it. Okay? So I think that it's done, okay? Because it's very easy, okay? You don't have to think about so much. So we can go to the next exercise. The next exercise, it's a text, okay? And we have to listen and read. So we have to pay attention because Pedro and Aniela are describing problems in their cities or neighborhood, okay, on a blog. So read their comments and what kind of problems or do they mention, okay? Do you have similar problems where they live? Where you live? I'm gonna play. Come on, guys. Where are you? Because I'm here. Wait a minute, guys. Just to put here the audio. Then you can read here, okay? This is not gonna work here. I'm gonna play it here. Here.
Track 17. 2. Pedro and Aniela are describing problems in their cities and neighborhoods on a blog. Read their comments. What kind of problems do they mention? Do you have similar problems where you live?
Comment number 1. Name, Pedro. Age 14.
Although there are a lot of trees in my neighborhood, there are no parks, so there's no safe place to play. The streets are dirty and dangerous. All I can do after school is stay home and play video games, which is fun, but only for a while. I like to ride my bike and play basketball with my friends, but my mom is afraid of violence, so I usually don't. There's a square a block away from my house, but it's really ugly and dirty. The government should build a basketball court there.
Comment number 2. Name, Aniela. Age 13.
I live in a big industrial city. The factories are very important. They provide jobs for most people in the city, my mom and dad included. However, there's a lot of air pollution. My sister and I have asthma attacks, and my grandma has serious health problems because of the pollution. Some days, we think the weather is cloudy, but in fact, it's the pollution. This is a very serious issue.
Okay, guys, so sorry for the audio, but I think it's okay. So, here we have, I'm gonna play here. So, here we have, okay, the text, and we have some words that probably you don't know. So, I'd like you to underline the words that you don't know, and okay, and if you have doubts, please contact me or look for at the dictionary, okay, or in the internet, okay? But probably, for example, although there are a lot of trees in my neighborhood, although is the same of mesmo que, entretanto, okay, there are a lot of trees. There are no parks. So after that, I think there are play, but only for a while. I think it's for blocks, because here we have a word pop up. Okay, block is the same because we studied this before. Quarteirão, build, construir, factory, fábrica, issue, problema, square, praça. Okay, so I think if you have more words that you don't know, please look for or contact me. Okay, so after here and after read the text, okay, we have here some comments again, but we have to match the problems they describe to each picture. So we have to do the exercise 3. So please, just 2 seconds, okay, to match the cities, okay? You can do it. So it's easy, okay, guys? So number 1 is this, and number 2 is this, okay? Doubts? I don't think so. It's easy, okay? Guys, the exercise 4, you have to, it's a little bit different because you have to correct the sentences, okay? So, you have the sentences and you have to correct the sentences that are wrong. So, this exercise, I'm gonna send you to do at home, and I'm gonna correct the next class, okay? So, this exercise, it's to the next class, and I'm gonna correct next class, okay? The exercise 4. So, you are gonna correct, okay? I'm not gonna show you, because their answers are here. So, you are gonna correct and do the exercise. Okay, guys? So, I hope you enjoyed the class, okay? See you next class. Bye-bye. Have a nice quarantine, okay? See you next class. Kisses.